I hope so we understood the complete working of program. First we'll define a structure, our own structure employee. Then we'll define array of size 20. Then we'll input the value for number of employees to be processed, that is n. Then those many n employees will input using for loop, that is data will be input to array. Then we'll go through the array using bubble sort method and rearrange data with comparing salaries of the records. That is, actually we'll be comparing a0.salary and a1.salary, a1.salary with a2.salary, a2.salary with a3.salary. But while swapping the values, we'll be swapping a0 and a1, a1, a2, a2, a3. So we'll be swapping the entire record. If you just swap the salaries, salary of a1 will go to a0 or a0 salary will go to a1. So that you have to take care. And then lastly, we will be outputting data in the tabular form. There's one more part left. Obviously, in the actual program, we have to again sort data in alphabetical order of names. So after sorting this data in alphabetical order of names, there will be first AB record. First there will be employee with name AB. Then there will be employee with name MN. Then there will be employee with name PQ. And then last will be XY. So again, here will be comparing the A0.name and A1.name. A1.name with A2.name and so on. But while comparing these strings, we need to use string compare method because we cannot compare strings by using less than, not equal to, that is normal relational operators. Now let's see complete program. But before we go for program, I just want to show you how the output expected is. First, obviously we'll define structure, we'll define structure array. Then we need to first input how many employees data to process. Here is the output, an example output is shown here. Suppose the input was 4. Then we'll ask for enter employee data. We'll input number, name and salary of first. Let's say it is 10 Ajay with 4,000. Then again second one, let's say it is 12 Abhi with 7,000 salary. Then next is third one is 20 Vijay with 5,000 salary. And there is last is 30 Sanjay with 2,000 salary. You have to rearrange the records in descending order of the salaries. And then you have to output it. So first we'll give a message, employee records in descending order of salary, and then there'll be heading because you have to show data in tabular form. So show employee number, name and salary as heading. Then we have just drawn a line for decoration purpose, and then we'll show data in tabular form, one below the other, like numbers, names and salary in column form. And then the data is arranged in descending order of the salaries, 7,000, then 5,000, then 4,000, then 2,000. After that, you have to rearrange data in ascending order of names, that is alphabetical orders, and then display. So again, we display the message, employee records in ascending order of names, that is alphabetical order of names. The heading will be shown again as employee number, name and salary. Again, there will be that line drawn, and again there will be output. But this time you can see the employees are arranged with their names, Abhi, then Ajay, then Sanjay, then Vijay. Now this output you have to generate twice. To generate this output, we have written a function. That function generates me this much of output. That is, it shows the heading, then the line, and then the record in tabular form. Now let's see the complete program. Now once we understood the entire flow of program, we have to actually see the details of the program when we go through the program. We have written hash include commands, we written string because string.h because we are going to use string compare function. We have defined structure employee with members, number, name and salary. Now let's see the function over here. We have defined a function void display, our own user defined function, takes structure employee array as a parameter and integer n, that is number of employees, to output as parameter. Then there is looping variable I. Then the printf outputs employee number, then tab employee name, tab salary /n. So this will be shown as heading with tab space in between. Then there's a printf that prints a long line just to show in the table form. And then in for loop, for I equal to 0 to I less than n, we have displayed ai, number, name and salary. Now this loop is very clear to us. We need not actually go through it, but let's see the output here. We have done %6d. It will take 6 spaces in the output for printing number. Then there is 15s, that will take 15 characters space for the name output, and %8d, it will take 8 space in the output. And that's why data will be in the column form. So this function, when I call and give it an array, whatever array is, it displays me elements of the array in table form. Now the main program starts. We have defined an array of size 10. We have defined one employee structure T over here. Now what the T variable is separately defined, it is to swap the values. Understand? While swapping the values, we are not swapping the salaries or names. We are swapping the entire structure. So to swap two structures, we need a separate third variable as a temporary variable. That should be structure variable. When you're swapping two integers, we need one integer variable. When you're swapping two float values, we need a float variable. Same way, to swap two structure variables, we need third structure variable. So t will work like a temporary variable for swapping. Then I define I, L, N and all those variables which are required in program for looping and counting number of employees. Then we ask for how many number of employees to process, that is n. Then using a for loop, we input data for 4 employees. First is scanf for employee number, then there is gets for name and scanf for salary. We have put that same if flush statement over here because there will be multiple inputs. Before string or char input, we have to write this statement, but not in exams. This is for just practical purpose.